A new mural now wraps around the Center for Immigrant and Refugee Advancement, formerly known as the Immigrant Legal Center.
It illustrates the journey that immigrants and refugees go through when arriving in a new place. KETV Newswatch 7's Jessica Perez spoke with the artist and the center about the mural's message, and Jessica joins us live.
Yeah, the murals artist tells me he wants people to feel welcome when they look at his painting, especially right now when so much fear is going on in the immigrant and refugee communities.
A hug goodbye. That's where the journey of an immigrant or refugee starts.
I will tell a story about a whole journey.
Artist David Manzanares paints it on the four walls of the Center for Immigrant and Refugee Advancement. The farewell depicts mountainous landscapes full of color.
The color represents all of the nations.
He connected each stage of the story like puzzle pieces. His next scene is of a woman looking into the horizon, her future ahead in a new land. Then arrival in Nebraska, illustrated by open skies, Nebraska plants, and people holding suitcases and International Organization of Migration bags. The south-facing wall shows belonging through a celebration of community, food, and the arts.
When you belong to a place, you actually invest into it. And investing could be in many ways, not just monetary, but also like investing your energy, your effort, your time, to make it like more beautiful.
Monarch butterflies, a symbol of migration, guide the eye through each scene. Manzanares wants people to feel welcome when they look at his mural.
And I want people to just come here and say like, okay, I'm in a place when I can enter and I can be safe and I can feel welcome and I can have some help.
I believe that welcoming can really be a catalyst for our immigrant and refugee communities to be able to really take off and reach their potential.
Executive Director of CIRA, Eric Omar, says helping people move forward is a big part of what they do. Last year, they served people from over 72 countries.
We really wanted a mural on the outside of our building that really represents the entire community of clients that we serve here.
Manzanares says in these turbulent times, as fear circulates through these communities, his message is important.
People is confused and scared. That so many messages of like of hate or blaming immigrants for some problems that are part of capitalism and greed.
Omar says it is a sensitive time in America.
CIRA is a 501c3 nonprofit, nonpartisan organization. We typically stay out of politics, but one thing that we can focus on and one thing that is in our control is to make sure that we continue to provide a welcoming community.
Manzanares tells me that his mural was inspired by talking with CIRA clients about what they miss from home and what makes them feel welcome here in Omaha. Live in Omaha, Jessica Perez, KETV Newswatch 7.